Cool. Yeah. Let's get into it. Chapter 6. You're still a mess of contradictions. Jala managed to resist Bruno's sweet temptations, a victory for the home team. On the downside, those goddamn skate punk kids tattled on Jala to Auntie C. Uncool. Irfan, you are the literal worst. I never want to hear for you again. Lose my digits. Wow, rude and unexpected, which makes me think that it's Aisha. As sorry. Had to wrestle the phone out of Aisha's hands. Yeah. She's such a prankster, haha. This is Irfan BTW for real this time. Smiley face. Sorry again. She's still pretty upset with you. Would you mind talking to her? What? Please, for me? Oh man, what could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong with having a chat with Aisha? But let's do the morning routine first.
You know, talking about Aruni's wedding made me realize I've never heard how you two met.
Oh, well, it's an uneventful story.
Parents only say that when there's something incriminating. Keep digging.
Daddy?
How does anyone meet? We were young, having fun.
Ask for Mom's version.
Mama, how'd you pick up a catch like Dad? Got any tips?
We met at a college party. He was being accosted by someone, and I stepped in.
Oh my god.
It was only much later that I realized he wasn't even a student and had no business being there at all.
What?
I was so embarrassed. I'm not proud of it now, but my friends and I sometimes crashed parties.
Wow. T's dad.
Daddy, how could you?
I was standing up for our freedom to get free drinks. Yes, I was just compelled to go to that party. Little did I expect to be rescued by your mother.
He was very charming, different from the boys I had met before. Little did I know he would derail my life.
Aww. This is sweet.
Okay, no. Hearing you two flirt is taking the shine out of this.
We should leave before it gets NC-17 over here.
Wow. I'm surprised she's telling the truth. Yeah, I think it's interesting in terms of like her character, because I don't think that she's necessarily like dishonest, but she is kind of like I guess I would say that she seems quite like emotionally closed off. Yeah. NC-17. Yeah. Okay, cooking time. What have we got today? Let's try and get the okay, sorry. Let's try to get the ancestral cooking bonus today. We're going to start with Ottapam, a soft, fluffy rice and lentil pancake topped with an assortment of savory toppings. That sounds really nice. And then we're going to do meklube, which is the Palestinian dish that I was talking about earlier. Rice, vegetables, and lamb seasoned with Palestinian 9-spice, masterfully layered and flipped. You can make meklube with chicken as well, I think. Let's go. Cooking with Mum
there's
first.
Rice soaking.
What about it?
Okay, I mean, I love dosas and I love biryani, but I feel like my heart is going to biryani right now.
We're having biryani for dinner. Lamb or chicken?
Look closer. It's parboiled rice, not basmati. We're going to make uttapam. They're thicker than dosas and topped with onions and green chilies. I might as well teach you the method while you're here.
That does sound really nice. As like I love dosas. I adore dosas. So this sounds great.
Start by washing your hands.
All right.
Very good. The first step is to grind the rice and then grind the urad dal.
Brilliant.
Every house has its own proportion, and you just have to get a feel for the consistency of the batter.
Yeah, and no, it's real. I think I talked about this in a previous stream, but that's like the South Asian mom like cooking method, and that's kind of how I cook, and that's why I can find it a bit frustrating sometimes following recipes. I always feel like I just have to like learn to understand like what the dishes are and how the ingredients behave and how you want them to behave, because it's all about like proportions and how ingredients like interact with each other. And sometimes when I'm following a recipe and something goes wrong, but I don't understand like what went wrong or like how to fix it, because the recipe like doesn't tell you why you're doing what you're doing, that's something that I find really frustrating. But I think that's the difference between like someone who's like, you know, not very confident at cooking and someone who's a lot more confident at cooking, is like having that kind of knowledge. Not like memorizing recipes and measurements, but like having that kind of functional knowledge. Is this your proportion?
So, is this Bhati's secret ratio that she handed down to you, or Dad's family's?
It's dosa batter and I'm Tamilian. Of course it's my mother's.
Oh, she's Tamil. Nice.
Don't tell your dad I said that.
Save it for when you really need to get out of something.
Less chit-chat, more grinding.
Yeah, we're gonna try and save up some of these chilies, but I might try complimenting
You
Mom
look
to gain
really
some.
well rested today, Amma.
Your dad bought a white noise machine. It's really helping me sleep better.
Brilliant.
Very good. What else do you expect, Jala? A parade? Tyler always loved my uttapams.
She seems to really like Tyler, which is interesting, but also really cute. I miss those days.
She used to come here before school, and we'd all have breakfast together.
So many memories. She was your best friend before you two started dating. You shouldn't have forgotten that.
Amma.
Well, I don't know. It sounds like she's kind of right.
Forget it. Mix the rice batter and the dal batter together till they combine, and set it aside to ferment overnight. I have some leftover idli batter you can practice on.
Let's try another compliment. I don't know if I want to risk it yet. Yeah, let's just save up some more chilies.
Your dad would say you did well, but I'm not your dad.
Savage.
I suppose I should be glad that Tyler does still come over despite everything. But it doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm saying anything.
I mean, I want her to open up to me, but I don't know if pressing her will work, so... I think maybe just focus on cooking, and I feel like she'll open up if she wants to.
Don't we have some chopping to do?
Smooth, Jala. But next time, try to keep the naked desperation out of your voice.
Time to chop up the onions, coriander, and green chilies. Let's keep it simple today. I'm suddenly quite tired.
Let's try complimenting.
I like that lipstick shade on you, Amma.
Ugh.
It's the same shade I've worn for 20 years. Thanks for noticing.
Is that a new cardigan?
Ugh, I'm not gonna get ancestral cooking this time.
It's the same as always.
Ah.
I knew you had my cooking genes. It's Tyler's mother. Do you know, she hasn't spoken to me since you left home.
You were so close.
But you and Auntie Anissa and Auntie C used to hang out all the time. She made you laugh. Like, out loud.
It's true. We didn't even know Amma could make sounds like that. It was 30% sweet and 70% terrifying, which is kind of the entire brown auntie vibe.
I'm a mother too, Jala. How can I blame her? If Tyler had been the one to break your heart, you think I wouldn't do the same thing?
Oh, brother. I don't really know how to respond to this. I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I'm kind of wary of, like, making... I don't know if they had to break up. I also don't want to make the judgment about what my mother would and wouldn't do, but... Oh, I don't know.
I knew I'd messed up my relationships. I didn't even think about how it would affect yours.
Impressive blast radius, Jala.
I didn't know, Ma.
We've barely spoken in years. How would you know? Anyway, let's not just stand around. Mix all the chopped up ingredients into a bowl and add a pinch of salt. That's good.
I really feel like I'm fucking up
Add
right now.
some oil to the pan and light the stove.
Got it, Amma.
The first prize in the Avoidance Olympics. And it's a tie between Jala and Rukmini Jayaratna. Congratulations to the mother-daughter duo once again.
Come on, it's lighting a stove, Jala, not solving quadratic equations in your head. Move it.
I'm gonna try it.
Are you doing something new with your hair? It looks so shiny.
I've gotta bring this back.
Coconut oil twice a week. You should try it.
Phew.
Well done, Jala. Touchdown. That's what they say in basketball, no? If you really want to do something useful, you could hurry up and have it out with your sister. You two are really giving me so much stress. Why can't you talk to each other?
I don't know. It's true that she's not trying, but I don't want to make it sound like I'm just like blaming her, like, oh, it's all her fault. So I don't really know. I'm scared is true, but it's also like I have been trying to seek her out, so I don't know. So I actually kind of am tempted to pick the bottom one. Just see how it goes. She's not trying.
I'm looking for her everywhere, Ma. She's the one who's avoiding me.
I think you're letting her avoid you because you have no idea what to say to her. I didn't raise my daughter to be a coward, Jala. As your mother, what can I say? I'm disappointed.
The reigning guilt trip champion of Timber Hill shoots, and she scores!
Could you sound a little less excited about my emotional damage?
But it's so fun to watch. You know, when it's not happening to me.
I'll just add some water to the batter then, shall I?
Yes, Jala. You know best.
Bloody hell. Okay, I've just got to try and bring this back with what I've got. Oh, fuck.
You could be a decent cook.
Phew.
Someday. The pan's hot. All right. Let's fry the uttapams. Pour a ladleful of batter into the center of the pan and add the toppings after a minute or two. Once the base is nice and brown, flip it without breaking it apart.
Like a pizza.
Ah, like those Italian chefs tossing pizza dough.
No, like a Tamil woman flipping an uttapam. It's quite simple. Just don't fling it to the ceiling or drop it on the floor. Think you can manage that?
Uh-huh. Let's give it a go.
Good. But don't get overconfident.
Oof. Smashed it. Okay, I managed to pull it back. But I will try again to try and get the ancestral cooking bonus on the next dish.
One uttapam coming in hot.
Your ancestors won't have to hide their faces in shame.
So it's good.
Don't get overconfident. You've managed it this time, but can you turn it out perfectly every time?
Ha! So it's really good. I knew it.
Ah, fine. It's good. Happy now?
Okay. Alright, it's time. It's time to make Maklube.
Ah, this is one that Ahmed taught me. Maklube.
Maklube. He's saying it like almost with a Persian accent.
It's actually a funny story. Aruni wanted to bring him to dinner, and so we invited him over. But he insisted that he cook for us the first time we meet.
Seems risky.
Wow. That is confident.
It's certainly a bold move, but it was so delicious. I would have married him myself. Ahmed was convinced this was the best way to introduce himself, so Aruni insisted.
You sound impressed.
I can see it clearly made the intended impact on you.
If Ahmed was looking to impress, he was very successful. It was a showstopper. And now he comes over to cook for us once a month. I'm his sous chef. He's delightful.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't know.
Oh, Poditua. I know it's tough, but listen, I got to know Ahmed through this dish, so maybe you will too. Have you washed your hands, Jala Banana?
Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna try and like play it a little more carefully so that I can try and earn enough heat to get that ancestral cooking bonus. So pray for me.
Fine, let's get started. You know, the first time we met, Ahmed walked in behind Aruni, a bouquet in one hand and a bag of ingredients in the other. Considering how quickly he and Aruni got serious, your Amma and I had very different impressions of how he'd be.
What's Mom's first impression? Or I guess maybe I should ask what's Dad's first impression because I'm talking to Dad.
One of those weird, intense, obsessive types. Poor Aruni.
Careful, your bloodthirst is showing.
On the contrary, Ahmed welcomed us to watch him cook. Insisted we sit down though. No working for us, but it was like a cooking show where we were the audience. Very entertaining. He even tossed pieces of cauliflower to us. I caught one in my mouth. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself.
Dad loves him.
Maybe Ahmed and Sergio can fight to the death to decide who gets to be Dad's son he never had.
I've already rinsed the rice. Go put it in some water to soak.
Yeah, let's go.
Are you a witch, Jala? Because that was magic.
Her exes would say so.
What's next?
I summon fire. Would you light the stove, please, Podidua?
Okay,
Maybe I
awesome.
should be the one taking cooking lessons from you. Now we can build our base of flavor by searing our lamb shoulder.
Oh, that sounds
It's my
delicious.
personal favorite part of the lamb. Meaty, fatty goodness.
Ask about Ahmed's personality.
Amma said Ahmed reminded her of Irfan.
Ahmed is certainly respectful of elders and a very dutiful partner, but not shy like Irfan is. He's actually quite the jokester. As something of a comedy connoisseur, I found it quite amusing.
Something of a comedy connoisseur.
He's teaching me to juggle onions.
Like an aromatic birthday clown.
That's why this recipe was really a clever choice. Sharing this recipe made us feel like family immediately.
Funny how you're always missing from these fun family bonding stories. It's almost like Ahmed is more family than you.
Fucking ouch.
You keep cooking like that and you'll surpass me soon enough. You want to know anything else about Ahmed? I have no secrets. I'm an open book.
It's your opinion of the wedding.
You really have no doubts at all. You trust irony with him?
Do you trust him with her? Who knows? Maybe your viciousness is a predetermined genetic drive. Maybe he's doomed.
I trust Aruni, so I must believe in her trust in him. I equally believe that if he turned out to be trouble, she'd reach out to us. Like you did, Jala. Like you're doing now.
It's hard to ignore you when you're being sensible.
You never had issues in the past.
Have you considered becoming a chef, Jalu? It's
Okay,
looking good.
alright.
Just needs a stir now and then until all nice and brothy.
It's looking promising for getting a little ancestral cooking power up. Okay.
As do we all in life. Eh, Padidua. Was that what you were gonna say, Dad?
That was pretty close, yes.
Okay. Let's get that power up, baby.
Oh, Jala. That was... What was that?
Power of the ancestors, Daddy.
Well, it was magnificent.
With the power of the ancestors.
The student has become the master. Now, how about you give your best try on this vegetable fry?
Dad, if you continue these attempts at wordplay, I might accidentally faceplant into this hot oil. Your jokes are a safety hazard.
Come on. Let's go. Ah, fuck.
Nicely done. You know, Ahmed started taking Aruni to Debke classes.
Aw, cute. Debke is traditional Palestinian dance for folks who don't know, and it's often done at like special occasions, including weddings.
At first, it was just for the wedding, but she's really enjoying it. He brings out another side to Aruni. She laughs more. It's good to see as a parent.
Do you think Ahmed will like me?
I'm worried that Ahmed may have a preconceived bias against me based on the current circumstances.
Are you worried his judgment will be biased or accurate?
I'm sure it'll all work out.
Why? How? That's an infuriating answer, Dad.
Yeah, it kind of is.
What a pro! With this dish, you'll only find out if you succeeded after you've layered all the ingredients and flipped them after cooking. Ahmed said this is where the name comes from. Maklube means upside down. Isn't that fun?
It's true.
He was so nervous that first time, poor boy.
I hope he succeeded.
So, how did it go? Did it come out okay?
You're such a wannabe goody-goody. I know deep down you think someone else winning means you losing.
He layered it carefully. He set it to sit on the stove to cook together, and when it was finished, he came in with the pot, flipped it to reveal mush. His eyes glazed over. I thought he was going to pass out after building up so much anticipation for us. But then he says, "This will be the most delicious mush you'll ever taste." And he was right.
a good attitude.
You've redefined the meaning of impressive with this.
Hell yeah.
Ah, Jala. The rice isn't soggy, the vegetables are crisp, the meat is so tender. I'm going to stop talking because it's cutting into the eating time.
Yes!
Oh, that sounds very, very tasty right now. Okay, well, there you have it, B. You managed to catch pretty much all of the different aspects of the cooking gameplay. Ah, not him. Jelly beans, so great to catch up, finally. Had to bounce, but keep in touch. XOXOXOXO. P.S. Don't say you'll miss me, it'll break my heart. Bounce, what the fuck? Seriously, dude, you just left town? Message undelivered. This number is no longer in service. Incredible, you sure know how to pick 'em, jelly beans. Well, it seems like that might be the last of him. So there's that at least. Okay, so my goal is to have a chat with Aisha. So we're going to the skate park. Bum, 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 bum. Do I have to talk to Soundy first? Or no, I can just... Okay, when it's going well, it feels awesome. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Hey, not too shabby. Okay, there she is. Oh, we're battling her again. Irfan's little sister is all grown up and her grudge against you is near biblical. Good luck.
Irfan owes me big time for agreeing to meet you.
We should make the best of it.
Maybe it'll be a good thing for us to spend time together.
Yeah, we get on like ammonia and bleach.
Let's start over.
Whatever. I hate this, I hate you, and let's get it over with already so I can...
Sorry, I cut her off. Something about wanting pizza. Okay. Why is her health bar shining? What the hell?
Okay. You are on a skateboard. You're going 100 miles per hour. You realize there's a rail you have to nose grind ahead of you. But there are 5 people tied to the rail. You can turn right, avoiding them. But there's a single skater there, and you'll kill them instantly on impact. What do you do?
Why is she asking me a trolley problem question right now? Find the perpetrator and seek revenge. Is that the trolley problem?
This is a trick question. The trolley problem doesn't have a right answer.
Trolley problem? Never heard of it. Are you avoiding the question?
Everyone knows the trolley problem. You're messing with me.
Womp womp. That's the sound of your time running out, loser.
Fucking hell, I can't believe that a teenager is playing mind games with me right now.
You should be studied. For real.
This is impossible. Can I just throw a basketball at her?
I don't think you can brute force this one.
Indeed.
You have to use your responses to expose Aisha's weaknesses. It'll be much harder to win this battle head on.
Look, if she sees you taking this seriously, she might too.
Okay, Jerkarutna. I'll give you one nobody could get wrong. When was Timber Hills founded?
$1860 something?
1862.
Wrong! It's 1858, obviously. God, just like you to not know the most basic thing.
How many people casually know their town's founding date? What kind of TV nerd are you?
Okay. A plus 15 emotional healing? Okay. I mean, she's still invulnerable, so it's not really gonna do anything, but teenage takedown. What am I meant to do? What if I summoned my mother?
Mom!
To hit her with the chappal.
Jala's mom! Run!
Well, that did away with her invulnerability.
Okay. You are on a skateboard. You're going 100 miles per hour.
The power of the chappal, man, not to be underestimated.
You realize there's a rail you have to nose grind ahead of you. But there are 5 people tied to the rail. You can turn right, avoiding them.
You've already
What
asked
do
me
you do?
this. Okay, she's asked me again. Find the perpetrator and seek revenge.
I'd hunt down the person responsible for putting me in that position.
Elaborate.
This is clearly a setup. I need to find the sadistic weirdo at any cost and make them pay.
You're saying the right thing at least. I don't trust you to have the fortitude to follow it through, though. I won't let you get past me. My purpose is to keep everyone safe from parasites like you.
Girl, like, there's something else going on. Like, you're mad at me, but I feel like this is bigger than just me, you know?
Hey, looks like you got it. Her emotional walls are down. Weakness exposed.
Indeed.
To use your responses to throw her into a mood. Use those to win this battle. Yeah, okay. Well, she's angry now, so let's take advantage of that. Ooh, okay. Didn't do as much as I would have wanted. I think hit the entire group. Yeah, I should probably read what these do before using them. In the sense that some of them do damage to the entire group and some of them just do
You consider yourself a legend of some sort. I don't know
damage to, like, extreme damage to one person, and I
never
haven't been
called
reading
myself
that.
why. Anyway, if you're not a poser, you'll have no problem answering this. What is a skater's greatest pride?
I don't know, but bruises?
Whiffing hard and getting absolute battle scars.
Wouldn't most people say bailing is a bad thing?
Those people obviously don't skate. It's the best part. The camaraderie you feel exchanging stories, showing bruises. Surviving, smiling, getting back up. Your filmer cheers. It's the heart of skating.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna say something about how you have to, like, fail a bunch to get good at it.
I actually agree. I still don't like you, but I can respect your prior dedication to anime.
Okay, maybe we're getting through. Okay, we got Jaw Dropper or Mighty Jaw Buster. No! Ugh.
these years, I've wanted to fight you. Now that I've got you, I'm gonna take my time enjoying this.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try again. Ooh, not bad. Okay, I need some WP.
Okay, last one.
I'm doing better than you thought, aren't I?
Your brother brings home a girl, and she starts hanging around for a bit.
Oh no. I can see where this is going.
Your dad loves her. Your brother loves her. She's the kind of effortless badass you want to be when you grow up. But then, your dad gets sick. The worst period of your life hits you and your brother, and she vanishes. Now, every time you see her, you are so goddamn mad. What do you do?
I couldn't have been any help.
I had my own stuff happening and I was so young. What could I have possibly done?
I didn't mean it like that.
I would have just made things worse.
That is such a cop-out. You could have comforted us. You could have brought us food. You could have given a single shit.
I didn't mean that. I meant like... I don't know. I guess I meant like... I meant to try and be like, I'm trying to validate how you feel. Like, I must have made the situation so much worse, and I'm so sorry for what I did, but it didn't come across that way, so... Whoops. Don't know if she's gonna ask me again. I wonder how this works. She said that was her last one.
What do you think I want from you?
Revenge. Closure?
I vanished and I hurt you, even if I wasn't intending to.
No shit, Sherlock. Intentions are great, but what can we do now?
I can give up something. Something I really, really love. Skateboarding.
What?
I will give up skateboarding to pay you back. I'll never skate again.
Are you serious?
You want closure, right? Here's my pound of flesh to sweeten the deal.
No! No, I do want closure. But not at that price. I couldn't do that to a fellow skater. I appreciate the dramatics of the impulse. You weirdo. I didn't expect you to actually understand.
Okay, we can bring this back. Okay. Alright.
I don't feel good.
Say uncle.
And never.
Okay, we're almost there. No! Damn it.
Wait, I think I saw Sharuk. He's always where he shouldn't be.
You good, girl? Seem a little, out of it.
I just needed a minute to let your audacity really sink in.
Ah. I missed my chance. But that's fine. Because I think we can win this. Yeah, there we go.
So, where do do we go from here? I want you to set that speed.
I'll admit that your presence bothers me less. It's like exposure therapy or something. Like a mold.
Guess you really grew on her.
But
Maybe Cece and I will see you around the body shop or whatever. But don't hover. Like, we want our space too, obviously.
Of course, Aisha. You make the rules.
okay, yeah. That went pretty good. Okay. I mean, that kid is pretty cool, you know? So I'm glad that we made up. Fucking hell. Look, I'm a heartbreaker, apparently. That's apparently what's going on. Fucking hell. Okay, alright. Okay, I mean, he's kind of hot. Hey, it's been a while. Jala, meet me in front of the body shop. Okay. I feel like I get, based on that one interaction of, like, when we get those scenes where the exes are, like, having their secret meetups and stuff, I feel like he might not be a bad vibe. It would be nice to not have every single man be a terrible vibe, to be honest. And so far, the only one I'm vibing with is Irfan. Wait a second, I want to finish that combo. Sorry, I just, you know, I gotta go back and, I was rotating the analog stick, but I guess it didn't pick up on that. It's okay. Okay. Alright. I feel like it's moving pretty quickly, this chapter. Because if we're already about to do the X battle with Andile, then I feel like it's going pretty quickly, but that's fine. Ooh, text. From Selma. Hey, I'm thinking about what you said. Let's talk more. Do you fix the dance floor lights? If you can keep up, come dance, Auntie. Yeah, I'm here for you. Auntie has wisdom and you youngins need it. Ha, I'll see you at Red later. Okay, we do have a little bit of side quest action. Love to see it. Okay. I think this is going to be another one of those dance mini games, like the one we had with Sergio, but with the benefit of the fact that we're not dancing with Sergio, so I can't wait.
You want to dance with me?
Yeah.
All right. Meet me at the dance floor. I'm not expecting much, though.
Where's the dance floor? There we go.
You really think you could keep up?
I'll try.
Because I don't slow down for beginners.
Oh, thank you. I'll do a quick hydrate before we dance. Okay. I'll try my best.
If anything, you'll guide me, right?
What are you, one of the cubs? Do you need help with calculus homework too? All right, enough chit-chat. Shut your mouth for once and let your body talk instead.
Okay. Sorry, just super focused on this. Some of those quicker QTEs are really difficult. Or just in the sense that there's a lot going on the screen, and sometimes I'm like,
Careful with your knees. We might be foes, but I do respect my
we're
elders.
not foes.
I don't take you that seriously, babe. We're frenemies, if anything. Or maybe a sibling relationship. I always wanted a younger sister.
That'd make you the middle child. And then how would you stay daddy's little girl despite being the objectively worst daughter?
Get that water!
Uh-huh.
Thank you for paying consistent attention to my hydration needs.
So are we doing this, or are we doing
Light it up.
I want to set this dance floor ablaze. I never do half-stepping, and I always go full throttle.
Fine. I want it on the record that I'm only doing this because I love this song. The fact that not even your ceaseless yammering can ruin my vibe right now, a testament to how good it is. Yeah, baby. Wow, these are some crazy moves they've got. Huh. Where's that fire when you skate?
Yeah, you're not so bad yourself.
Watch it now. If Dia hears we're getting along, she might get the wrong idea and then eat me alive. And not in the fun way.
Skater to skater. What's fun without the element of danger?
Ha. When you're right, you're right.
Nice. Well, I drink water literally every 5 minutes, so seeing anyone on stream going over 20 minutes without hydrating is like, oh my god, I would never survive. You're fair. You're valid. You're real. Okay, let's oh, check on our suitor status. Oh, apparently there is a suitor status for Bruno. Ugh. Bruno's Malaysian parents think he's at business school in America. In reality, Bruno's road tripping up and down the coast, never staying in one place too long. Maybe deep down he knows his lies will catch up to him, but for now, with a little easy charm, he can leave those consequences trailing behind him in the rearview mirror. Right, well, I'm gonna talk to Andile. Wait, where is he? Oh yeah, he's at the body shop. Let's go. I'm just crashing into people. I'm like a menace to society, to be honest. Ooh. Here we go.
Tintin.
Are you ready to face Andile? I'd expect a keen sense of judgment and a significant amount of moral superiority. Fuck it! Yeah, let's go.
They've been marinating on what to say to me for years. Better to just get it over with.
Sorry, I think they them pronouns for Andile.
I'm short on time, so forgive me if I skip the meaningless small talk and speak directly. I've got the talent search I'm organizing and judging. I've got deadlines. I've got bills. I've got social obligations. I wouldn't disturb my peace confronting you if not for Tyler's well-being.
Wow, okay. Going in with some intensity. sounds like an excuse.
Really? Because the hostility you're bringing really feels more personal.
Let's give them some credit. They did also humble brag about how booked and busy and important they are.
You make people feel special. You gas them up so much they don't realize they've been completely isolated. I'm here to make sure you never rope Tyler into that cycle of torment again.
Okay. Okay. What is this? They're only here as Tyler's best friend, thank you very much. Their beef with Jala totally isn't personal, babe. Andile. Okay. Yeah? Alright. If you say so. Nothing personal.
Andile moved to America from South Africa in junior year, just after Jala and Tyler had one of their more dramatic breakups. The entire class ended up taking sides. As the new kid without any idea of the complicated history between them, Andile became a battleground in their romantic rivalry.
You started confiding in me about your relationship with Tyler, getting my sympathy, making me believe your version.
Okay. Alright.
I thought Tyler was a monster, and I fell for you. Forget the false pretenses of our brief relationship. You stole years of friendship with Tyler from me. That's what I can't forgive.
I wanted to win.
Honestly, I wasn't thinking about how it would impact you. I was just competing with Tyler.
Ah, you finally admit it. You didn't even see me as a person. I was just a prize to be won. Do you know how hard it is for me to find someone who truly understands? You left me isolated, Jala. I don't need resolution from you. I don't think you can actually change.
Well, that's a bit harsh. I mean, not thinking that she can change, you know. I don't think that... Obviously, like, Jala's done some stuff, she's hurt some people, but I don't think she's, like, done anything bad enough or, like, that she behaves in a way that's bad enough that she seems, like, beyond changing or trying to be a better person. But, I don't know, I guess, again, I get that these people are angry and they feel, like, used and hurt.
The one thing I do know, your cruelty has no bounds.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, like, it comes across as, like, quite harsh. Again, it's like, I don't have, like, all the context and stuff, so, I don't know, but... Okay. So, I'm not seeing any weaknesses yet. It's interesting that they get the player to piece the story together from dialogue. Yeah, it's an interesting point, B, because I think someone said something similar last time that, like, we were having a conversation and they were like, it seems like the dialogue option, like, is a decision about what happened. And I think that's something, it's still something that I'm not really, like, processing when I'm making these dialogue options. I feel like I'm guessing what happened, but I think that the way that these are designed is like, when you pick a dialogue option, you're actually making a decision about, like, what happened. I think that if I played this again, I would try to, like, keep that in mind and see about approaching it differently, because I feel like while I've been playing it, I've been like, I don't understand what happened, so I don't know what to say about what happened. But now I'm kind of like, Yeah, I think I'm still struggling to wrap my head around that a little bit, but we'll see. Okay.
You struggle against your culture, but I embrace the support mine gives.
Listen, dude. That's a complicated thing. I think that judging other people for their relationships, their culture is not something like it's complicated.
You are trapped. You are lost. That's why you jump from one relationship to the next. Why you lie, cheat, evade. You're searching for something in other people that you should be looking for in yourself.
It is, to be honest, it's not like there aren't some fair criticisms to be had of Jala, but I do think that they are being, like, quite intensely judgmental. To be honest, yeah, I feel like I kind of do feel like saying like judgmental much or like you don't know me. I think you don't know me.
Being someone's best friend since childhood isn't something you can pick up through osmosis. Tyler might have told you about me, but you're basing your observations on some pretty flimsy evidence.
I'm not returning cruelty for cruelty, Jala, even though it would be entirely justified. I pity you. Your ancestors are turning over in their graves. Mine are standing shoulder to shoulder with me, making me strong.
No, I'm sorry. That's a fucked up. No, I'm sorry. That's like a messed up thing to say. I really gotta be like, I think that that's crossing the line. No, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, you're crossing a line a little bit for me, Andile. I think that this is like really unwarranted. Like, it's just a bit cruel, to be honest. Again, like, you know, if Jala did something like really, really awful, like, I don't know, war crimes, you know, like if she'd done war crimes, then maybe it would be fair to say that her ancestors are turning in her grave. But who are you to say that her ancestors are turning it over in their graves? Like, what thing to say to a person? That's really not something that, like, should be said lightly. I think that that's, I don't know, I think that's a really shitty thing to say. And it's really rubbing me the wrong way, the way that they are talking about this.
Looks like Andile's so mad at you, they're having a personality crisis. I mean, it's obvious Andile replaced you as Tyler's best friend the moment you left town. But don't you think they're being a little overprotective for just a friend?
I guess I'll ask.
So, are you and Tyler, like, together?
Seriously, Jala? Unlike you, I can care about someone without trying to sleep with them. You'd love it if I lost my cool like everyone else, wouldn't you? I refuse to let you get under my skin.
I don't know, there's something that's really, like, rubbing me the wrong way about this person. Oh, hold on a second. Kwame. Who's Kwame? Family pressure.
Indeed.
Name change and splashback damage. Very interesting. What's going on here? That's so TTRPG core. I want to write something about that. Ooh, that's interesting. Tell me more. Okay, let's find out Kwame's weaknesses. I don't know. I have a feeling that Andile is potentially once again projecting something onto Jala, because so many of these people seem to do that. I need Dia's help again.
Dia!
Okay. I'm gonna try to impress them.
Admit it. You still wear some of the clothes I lent you junior year.
Okay. Let's give this a go.
I'd respect you more if you could just admit that you're here for you, not for Tyler.
Okay, let's try
I'm the
that
model
again.
child, a pillar of support for my family, an icon in my industry, helping my community thrive. I'll carry it all without a complaint. Unlike you, Jala.
Right, okay. I think I can sense some of what's going on here.
I don't want to make changes to my body. And I know what I'm shaped like. What people assume when they look at me. When people say non-binary, they think of someone petite, non-threatening. Not me. Sometimes I think, why try so hard to fight the inevitable? Maybe if I conformed, I would be recognized. Understood.
The fight is the point.
We don't just fight the battles we can win. Sometimes you have to fight because that's the only thing that keeps you sane.
What do you know about what it's like to be perceived in a way that's completely different to how you feel?
Yeah, I think maybe she knows a thing or two about that, buddy. Sorry, catching up. The whole emergent narrative through play but digital. It's like you decide what's true, but the game is set up so it works whatever happens, even though it's not freeform. My friend wants to kind of write their thesis about that, but more geared towards emergent NPC personality. That's really interesting.
You know, I used to wonder if the reason you and Tyler could live so audaciously is because you're so American. You come from a culture of the future, always thinking about who you could be, not who you must carry within you. You had the privilege of being anything you wanted without question, and you chose to be the worst. You know, it's so funny how when we met, I was doing really bad, and you were just the queen of everything. But now I'm successful, sexy, and financially covering my parents, while you're crashing at home and everyone hates you. So funny, girl.
You're overcompensating.
You seem like you're trying really hard to convince me you're doing great. I don't know, Andile. I'm getting the distinct feeling you're not as secure as you claim to be. In fact, I'd say this little performance of yours reeks of insecurity.
Maybe a few top notes of desperation.
You know what? Fine. Maybe my culture can't handle me. Maybe my family won't ever be able to understand me. Forget them. My real family is the friends who never judge me and never pressure me. If my heritage hurts, why bother? Leave it behind.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, there's, you're definitely having a crisis of sorts. This is definitely a crisis situation.
Throw me in that melting pot and put on the lid, baby.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna assume that some of the ones that didn't work before are gonna work now. So let's try getting them angry.
What are you complaining about? You got Tyler in the end, and I'm the one left on the outside.
Okay, cool. Glad that worked. Let's... Yeah, let's do the mighty boombox one, or whatever. This level design is really cool though.
What just happened there?
And really interesting. And like the character design and stuff for Andile is awesome.
What always happens when kids break from a traditional upbringing? Chaos. Their attack is making them vulnerable too.
I can definitely relate.
No, really?
Indeed.
What does your uncle always say? Seize opportunities. Their weakness is exposed. Try a taunt. Well, I've already taunted them, so... I'm ahead of the game, Uncle Hinty.
Don't you dare pity me. I'm telling you I'm better than you. You hurting me changed me for the better.
You seem completely lost.
Yeah, you've changed so much, you've completely spun out. Just look at yourself. I don't think you have any idea who you really are. You're just bouncing from one extreme to the next.
Fine. Fine. The truth is, I'm a mess.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's fine, but like, let's just, you know, confront
I'm
what's
scared
happening.
of being disconnected. But the idea that my family and community might reject me hurts more.
Yeah, I really understand that. Like, I really, really, really understand that. But this is not, it's not a healthy way of coping with it, with these kind of feelings, buddy.
I'm all over the place. I only tell my parents good news. I only tell my friends funny stories. I'm afraid I'm gonna be found out as a fraud in my industry every single day. I'm beyond boundaries. But am I beyond understanding? Will I always feel impossible?
Oh, buddy.
I don't want to compromise who I am. I contain multitudes, feminine and masculine, South African and American. I'm all of these things, and yet defined by none of them alone. God, it feels so good to just say that all out loud. I feel stronger.
Wait. Did we just accidentally give our opponent a pep talk?
Yeah.
I'm adaptable, resilient, rooted, and I promise you this, it won't be me who crumbles.
Okay. Okay, we can do this. Let's have a mango bar. Get those willpower points up.
I've spent a lot of time not being able to stand being myself. I kept looking for someone else to validate me, but now I know. I'm the only one I'll ever need.
I think maybe we're bouncing through extremes again. You know? I want to try
Spirit of Timberhill!
summoning Soundy, because I haven't done this yet. Oh my god. Fucking terrifying.
There's no can, only will. I outrank you in will, power, and willpower. So I will be stronger, and I will defeat you.
Buddy, I just, you know, I'm glad that we had a breakthrough. But And, you know, one breakthrough is not going to solve all of your emotional issues and your generational trauma and all of that shit. I just feel like maybe this won't make you feel better. Like, A, you're not better than me, and B, thinking you're better than me is actually not going to make you feel any better. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's try a taunt.
Yeah, I was thoughtless in high school. Newsflash, we were all teenagers. Thoughtlessness is practically in the job description.
Correct. Okay. Mighty Soul Smasher. Nice! Okay, I got them. You've sorted out your differences. Now you can be friends or something more.
You know what, Andile? I'm happy you and Tyler are friends. You've been a better friend to her than I have, hard as that is to admit. I'm sorry that what I did to you two got in the way of that. It was selfish. It was stupid. I know you don't owe me anything, but I really am trying to be better. I hope you can give me a chance to prove that.
I have to admit, this conversation has made me realize I have myself a little less figured out than I thought.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
For now, I'll reserve judgment.
Cool. Okay. Well, at least this resolved in a way that is good. But that, I don't know, that really was like a ride. Because, I don't know, obviously like it brought up a lot of stuff that, you know, I can really understand and really relate to, and, you know, I'm not special, nor are they, because I think that that's a thing that a lot of people can relate to if they're like, you know, diaspora kids or second or third generation kids or what have you. Like what they were saying about, yeah, I guess, you know, wanting to be connected to your ancestors and to your culture and to feel rooted and connected to your past and your tradition. But, you know, not doing that at the expense of kind of like conforming or losing yourself and who you are and what you believe in. And the other kind of extreme being like, you know, fuck my ancestors, fuck my family, fuck my culture. I don't need anyone. It's just me. And the way that those two extremes are kind of coming from like a collectivist culture in the global south, whether that's like South African or South Asian or Palestinian, some of the cultures kind of we've seen in this game, which are like all collectivist cultures, or like, you know, Western imperialism and capitalism, which is like a hyper-individualistic culture that perpetuates the idea that we don't need community, we don't need family, we just need ourselves, and the only thing that matters is the self, the individual. And those are two enormous extremes, of course. And yeah, I mean, I'm not saying kind of like anything new or whatever, but yeah, just I think a lot of the way that those things were brought up here was quite interesting. The representation of that, like within this space, was really interesting as well. But I think that like Andile being non-binary and talking about this idea that like when you're in this kind of position, especially like as like a queer person of color, you know, they said kind of like, I'm, you know, beyond boundaries, but like, will I always feel impossible? Yeah, I don't know, that that kind of really hit. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm kind of processing that. I think that definitely made me, clearly like have an emotional reaction. I think I obviously reacted quite intensely to like what Andile was saying to Jala, because I think that the way that they were putting Jala down initially was really kind of getting to me, and I understand where that was coming from, and I think that the way that played out was really interesting. But yeah, fuck. I mean, in terms of the like X battles that we've had so far, and I think the only one probably remaining now is the Tyler one. Like, I think that it's interesting how like the kind of characters and relationships and backgrounds have been kind of like negotiated through these kind of sequences, these like boss battle sequences, especially, yeah, I mean, obviously like the stuff with Sergio and Bruno is mostly kind of fun and silly, but it also does have kind of like a complexity to it, and with Irfan as well, I feel like with Dia and with Andile, they really felt a bit different and they hit like a bit different, and I think it has a lot to do with like the way that those have explored like queerness within the context of being like a person of color, like being a racialized person. I feel like Dia and Andile's kind of like characters and their stories and the way that they've explored like queerness within that context, like being a queer person of color and stuff, has been interesting. Yeah, I feel like in terms of the dialogue and the choice thing, I'll definitely be interested to... I'm waiting to see how all of this plays out. And then I'd be really interested to come back to this game and see if I can kind of like, approach things a bit differently or think about the choices in that way when I'm making them. But yeah. Okay, I'll stop rambling.
Send me a text if you ever want to talk. I mean, you've clearly got my number.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, alright, now I just gotta go back home. So, I think I might just do one of these, couple of these situations, because I'm thinking that I might round off the chapter and call it quits for today, because then I think I was just deciding what to do in the sense that I think there are 3 chapters left, but now that we've battled like almost all of the X's, like I think we've got Tyler left, and then we've got kind of figuring out everything with Aruni, like, and resolving that plot. So I think there's a sense in which those last like 2 to 3 chapters, whatever it might be, are really gonna feel like they start rounding off the plot. So I think that narratively this might be a good place to call it for today. Shortly, I'm gonna fight some suitors first.
Us meeting like this must be
Not
fate.
Raj.
You took a bus here on my grandma's orders. That's like the opposite of fate.
I'm running low on willpower. Okay, that's fine. Let's just attack.
Let's get married before you get any older.
Get a grip, Jala. There we go. Okay, alright. Let's try a taunt.
Can I really blame you for being into all this?
Okay, let's... Nah, we still need more willpower for that. Okay, I think I can take out her stuff first. Yeah, there we go. Down, boy.
I'm just looking for a simple girl, just like my mum.
Now I need more willpower.
No!
Oh, well.
My mother will only slightly despise you.
Wait, no. Skill. Wow, okay. Fucking get him.
If you marry me, I'll let you cook for me and clean. And I promise to never acknowledge your contributions.
Denied. Bam.
Is my pomade keeping its hold? No! You'd make my life so convenient if we got married.
Okay, I think I've almost got you, Raj.
You're not what I expected.
I get that a lot.
Boom! Okay, that levels us up, I think. Yes. Fantastic. Okay. Alright, I'm just chilling for a little bit, guys. I think I might do another one of those battles and then go home.
in your hand.
Not another one. Seriously?
Okay, alright. Not getting any lady suitors with fat asses anymore, unfortunately. Maybe it's for the best because I can't marry any of those ones. And I'm happy beating these guys up.
I have to admit, I'm kinda into your style.
In the mood. I must have got that for all of the thirsty taunts I've been using. Oof. Oof, almost got him.
I'm a modern man. I don't need a wife with a degree.
It's just, I don't know, these guys are so easy. The thirsty taunt always works on them.
How do you get your hair to do that?
Oof, there we go.
I swear, this has never happened to me before.
Yeah. That's what they all say.
Sick. Okay. Let's go home. If I don't have something delicious right now, I'll perish. Do you think your exes would drag your dead body from the back of Andile's car like a fallen dictator? No. We got leftover McCluba.
By my count, you've confronted all your exes, apart from Tyler by now.
That's right.
Unless there are others I don't know about, which should be fine, of course.
I'm scared.
Save the worst for last, as they say.
What are you most afraid of?
Death, dismemberment, Tyler stealing your soul and using it as a pincushion.
I still have no idea what to say to Tyler. If she even wants to resolve things.
Think of it this way. No matter what you say or don't say, it can't get much worse between you, can it?
Wow, that was cold. I didn't think the old man had it in him.
What I mean is, you've come this far. And with Tyler, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Thank you for the follow, Tatted Dad. You're about to catch me wrapping up the stream. Sorry. Howdy, you were in my recommended. Well, howdy. Welcome to Game Assist. I'm one of the people that stream on this channel. There are other people who also stream on this channel. But hello. No, you're all good. Hope it went great. Well, I will be streaming more Thirsty Suitors over the next couple of days, probably. Definitely not tomorrow, but I was thinking about streaming on Monday. So it's a good thing you followed, because if you want to watch more thirsty suitors, then I will be playing more. Okay, awesome. That's it. That's the end of chapter 6.